So we will talk about the locomotion, osmoregulation, reproduction and nutrition in protozoa, final protozoa. So what are the protozoans? Protozoans are the animal-like structure who have a acellular or unicellular. So there are some characteristic features of the protozoa. The model organism of protozoa are paramecium, amoeba, euglena and trypanosome. So those are some model organisms who related to the phylum protozoa. Okay. So if you are talking about the locomotion in protozoa, so firstly you have to know about the locomotion. What is the locomotion? So locomotion is the mechanism by which an organism moves from one place to another place. Okay. What is the locomotion? Locomotion is the mechanism by which the organism moves from one place to another place. And if we are talking about the locomotion, how locomotion takes place in phylum protozoa, so there are three mechanisms. There are three mechanisms by which the phylum protozoa organism moves from one place to another place. Okay. The first is the ciliary movement. What is the ciliary movement? Ciliary movement means organism moves from the cilia. And as you saw the structure of paramecium, there will be a cilia surrounding the plasmalemma of the paramecium. So that cilia is responsible for the movement in case of the paramecium. And paramecium is one of the example of the ciliary movement. And what will be the ciliary movement? Here will be the motor. Here will be the motor protein. Here will be the motor protein inside the cilia who are responsible to move the cilia. Who are responsible to movement of the cilia. Are you getting my point? There are some. Are you getting? समझ में आ रहा है? What is lies behind the ciliary movement? What is lies behind the ciliary movement? The mechanism responsible for the ciliary movement is the motor protein. There will be the presence of motor protein inside the cilia. And what will happen if those motor protein will move? Those motor protein inside the cilia will move. Cilia will move from one place to another place. Okay, it may be moved from anti-clockwise or may be moved to clockwise, and that will create a thrust. That will create a thrust. What is a thrust? Thrust is a force by which an organism can move from one place to another place. Okay, so that motor protein creates a thrust, and those thrust is responsible for the movement of cilia as well as paramecium. So how paramecium moves from one place to another place? There will be the movement. There will be the motor protein who are responsible for the movement of cilia, and those movement of cilia will move from one place to another. Are you getting my point? Second one is the pseudopodial movement. What is the pseudopodia? As you know, here is the amoeba. It is the amoeba. It is the simple structure of amoeba. And this is the protoplasm of amoeba. This is the amoeba. And this one is the protoplasm of amoeba. And this is the plasmalemma of amoeba. What is the pseudopodia? Pseudo means false. Pseudo means false. Podia means foot. It means it is the false foot movement. False foot movement. And why it is called a false foot movement? Why it is called a false foot movement? Because there is no accessory foot structure in the amoeba. There is no accessory foot structure in the amoeba. So it will move. Amoeba will move from one place to another place by the extension. By the extension of protoplasm. So extension of protoplasm. Protoplasm is inside the amoeba. There will be the protoplasm. Okay, and this protoplasm will move, will create pressure on plasmalemma. And when it creates pressure on the plasmalemma will be extended like this. Plasmalemma will be extended like this, and this will act like a foot. That's why it is called the pseudopodial movement. That's why it is called the pseudopodial movement. Why? It is called a pseudopodia movement because there are no true foot in the case of amoeba. There is no true foot in the case of amoeba. And how the foot will create? Foot will create by the pressure of the protoplasm. Pressure of the protoplasm will extend the plasma lemma of amoeba. Okay, and this extension of the plasma lemma will create a foot. And for what direction? What direction that will be moved? The amoeba will move in same direction. Amoeba will move in this direction. If amoeba needs to move this direction, what will be happen? यदि अमीबा को इधर को जाना है, what will be happen? The pressure of protoplasm will create this. The pressure of protoplasm will create pseudopodia here, and amoeba will move here. So amoeba can move from one place to another place by the pseudopodia. And how pseudopodia creates? Pseudopodia creates by the pressure of plasma, pressure of protoplasm inside the amoeba. In case of aeration, we will be the cilia. Cilia is the accessory organ who is responsible for the movement. Cilia is the accessory organ who is responsible for the movement. But pseudopodia is not an accessory organ. Pseudopodia is the plasma lemma of the amoeba. And this plasma lemma is created by the pressure of protoplasm of amoeba to make it like a foot. That's why it is called a pseudopodia, because its function is not a movement. The function of plasma lemma is not a movement. Okay, and how it is making for the movement by the pressure of protoplasm inside the amoeba. That's why it is called a pseudopodia, because it is not a true foot. It is a path. I'll get you my point. Third one is the juvenile. Flagella and juvenile is almost the same thing. And there will be the organism. There will be the organism who have the monoflagellate, maybe the two flagella, diflagellate, triflagellate, tetraflagellate, like this. But in case of juvenile and trypanosoma, there will be the flagella. And what is the flagella? What is the difference between flagella and cilia? What is the responsible? They are in numerous number. They are in numerous number. That is cilia तो होते हो बहुत ज़्यादा नंबर में होते हैं. And cilia, flagella is mostly 1, 2, 3 and 4 in number. So flagella have more capacity, more power to move organism from one place to another place. Like thus there is a paramecium. So this is the pseudopodia movement of the amoeba. This is the ciliary movement of the paramecium. And this is the flagellatory movement of the juvenile. And the cilia is present in the 9 plus 2 arrangement. Just remember this. Cilia is present in the 9 plus 2 arrangement. There will be the seed and plates inside the cilia. So 9 plus 2 arrangement आपको याद रखने चाहिए. One is the peripheral protein, one is the central protein. So in central there will be the sap. If you will make the diagram of cilia. Make the diagram of cilia. What will you see inside the cilia? There will be the sap like this. It is the sap and it is the motor protein, and here the motor protein will be the 2 in number in between the center axis, and here will be 9 motor protein. They are the same. They are the same. 9 protein. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this is the structure of the cilia. Okay? This is the central seed. And this is the peripheral protein. So these protein help cilia to move. These protein help to cilia to move, because those are the motor protein. And what is the function of motor protein? The function of motor protein is to provide energy. What is the function of motor in the bicycle? Sorry, motorcycle or car or plane or train? To move, to provide energy. To providing energy is the main function of the motor nerve. So those same things happen inside the cilia. Those are the motor protein whose responsible for the providing energy for the cilia, and those ciliary movement will responsible for the movement of variation from one place to another. You must know how the ciliary movement takes place inside in the variation, how the amoeba pseudopodia movement takes place in the amoeba, and how the vaginal movement. This is also called the whipping movement. Whipping movement means this whip means chabu. Okay, like chabu. It is acts like a chabu. Okay.